explore everything you get your hands on. You see what I'm saying? Everything to get your hands on. You should try to do that. So you know, some people say you got to be initiated. My point here is this. You got to be initiated into voodoo. Well, did you look at Haiti lately? The poorest place in the Western Hemisphere. So obviously, initiation is not the end all or be all. We will see better examples of these so-called religions and these religious fragments or these spiritual fragments. You would see a better example in the societies where they come from. You see what I'm saying? So the point I'm trying to make here is it's good to explore them. But my point here is when you section yourself off in a sectarian type of, I'm just only going to deal with this, then basically you're dealing with nothing but the same old religion that you tried to get away from. So my point here is, and we can go into this, and some people have some questions about this. And let me give you an example. Let me give you an example about the Europeans. They got their shit together. You see, let you know, and you running around here talking about we the original people and all that. Look, you about 10 years behind the Europeans that is into this. Because the simple fact that they realize that ain't none of this their origin. So as a result, they get into all of it, and they don't have to sit around and say what is the oldest and what's the most authentic and all that kind of stuff. They realize that none of this is their origin, and they inherited it, and so therefore they deal with it, all of it, and take better advantage of it than we do. It was on Larry King Live the other week. He was talking to some preacher. And he said, and they let it out, and he said, are you concerned? He said that thousands of Europeans are turning to the occult, which means that which is hidden, metaphysics, the tarot, the Kabbalah, meditation. He said thousands of them are going into the esoteric teachings and the metaphysics by the thousands. He asked the preacher, and normally the preacher would talk against it. The preacher said, well, I'm not really worried about that because I got thousands coming to my church. And the only reason why he didn't attack it because he's into it himself. And we're sitting up here, you see what I'm saying, still debating what's authentic, and ain't none of it authentic because we only dealing with fragments. So that's what's the deal. They're about 10 years up ahead of us. You see what I'm saying? You see? And some of them 20 years ahead.
Right.
You see. So